In this video, I'll show you how I printed a carry case that can be worn on a lanyard for my new Insta360 GPS Preview Remote using TPU on my BambuLab P1S 3D printer. And so let's begin. All right, first you're going to load your TPU and you're going to push it all the way to the extruder. And in my case, I'm keeping it in a dryer box at 50 degrees C. I'm going to be using Overture TPU, and so here I am pushing it all the way up to the extruder, so pushing it up until it stops. Then I'm going to come over here and I am going to come down to feeding and load. And I'm going to apply some pressure to the TPU filament until the extruder catches it. And you can feel it when it catches it. And then you just wait until it catches. And then click Done. And at this point, it's going to purge the filament. You don't want to use the PEI plate, so I'm using the high temperature plate and applying a glue stick to it. And then now in the Bambu Studio, I am selecting generic TPU. And I'm using black TPU, so I'm changing the color to black. I'm not going to bother to calibrate in this case. We're just going to use it as is. And I'm going to set the filament to generic TPU. Then I am going to start with the 0.2 strength profile and make whatever changes that I want before I slice it. And now I'll slice the file, and I'm going to send it to the printer. You have to disable the AMS, and in this case I'm going to level the bed and also record a time lapse. And you send it to the printer, and here's the time lapse of the print. And you just pry the print now off the bed. It can be a little difficult. It does like to stick, which is why you put the glue stick down in the first place. And I'm going to use M3 screws and nuts to connect my GPS remote to this. And now I'll just connect the screws to the nuts to connect the two halves together. And I'll use an M5 screw when I get it to connect down to that bottom connector.